Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of That Gecks Out. This is my Rocket Topic podcast that I pre-record for you guys whenever I have a little bit of information. If you watched that Rack City podcast this evening, then you heard us talking about the difference between Aberrant versus Jungle, and I wanted to have something that everybody could watch and share that's a little bit quicker on the topic for you. So, that being said, we're going to go straight into it. What I would like to do first is go over the definition of aberrant while bringing something on screen for you guys. Now, aberrant came first, and it's been a part of the reptile community for a very long time because the definition of aberrant is departing from an accepted standard. To use it in a sentence, I would say something like, this somewhat aberrant behavior requires an explanation. And so that right there, my friends, is going to be the thing that shows you or tells you what aberrant really means. I'll get into where jungle came from a little bit in a little bit here. But this is a photo provided on Instagram by Noble Family Fauna. I'm bringing it in to show you what a very nice but standard animal looks like. This animal is banded. You can see clear bands on the body, clear bands on the tail. This is a perfect photograph and a perfect example of the difference between aberrant and jungle. This is a banded standard animal. Anything from this is technically a small deviation from the norm. Moving on to the very next one, we have our very first aberrant that I'm going to display. And this one is from Bayside Geckos, provided also on Instagram. You can see here that we've got a nice, wild, crazy looking, out of ordinary pattern on the body and a perfectly banded tail. Just like Scott's animal here, they both have a banded tail. My friends, this is what aberrant is, okay? Now, why do we need to know the difference? This, my friends, is a striped animal, and it's provided on Instagram again from SC Reptiles. Steven Cervantes provided this one. So this I brought up to show you that the tail actually can deviate from the standard just like the body. And you can see that right here in a striped animal with striped tails. He has two of them there. One of them is an albino. The other one is not. If you don't know the difference between albino and not albino, that's a video for another time. But this is what we're looking at. But it does go to show that the tail actually can change from the norm. And finally, we have our first jungle. Now, you might be saying, well, this kind of looks a little bit banded, but it is not. You can see here that the bands have little points on them right here, which makes them a little different. And then right here, we stray down. You got this nice tooth-looking color at the bottom. So we do stray from the normal pattern here. This is a jungle animal. And the reason it's not aberrant is because the tail itself also deviates from the norm. It's got a wild looking pattern on it. So wild body, wild tail, jungle, right? So aberrant came first. It's also, you'll hear it a lot in other reptiles, like I said, a lot in snakes, if I'm not mistaken. But jungle is something that I know we use a lot of in the leopard gecko community. And I wanted to make sure that if you are a part of the leopard gecko community, that you understand the difference between them. So again, this one right here is your aberrant animal. You have a wild, you can even say jungle type body or jungly type body, but it deviates from the norm, and a banded tail. This is aberrant. And finally, you have your jungle. Everything deviates. Nothing is normal. That being said, guys, this is a great opportunity for you to go to your collection, look through your jungle animals, and see if you've mislabeled any of them that might be aberrant instead. Aberrant is a word that I would love to hear more in the leopard gecko community, and it's something that we should definitely be using because it is a term that is sort of lost amongst us, but it exists. It's there. If you have any questions, reach out to me on Instagram. I have the messenger app there, and I always try to get a hold of people in the hobby there as myself. So I'm available to you. And there we have it. Rocket topic, jungle versus aberrant. Less than 5 minutes. You guys have a good one, and that gecks out.